Welcome to day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. Today, taking centre stage is the Queen Mother Champion Chase. We've also got the Ryanair Chase and the World Hurdle, as well as a host of other good races. And if today is half as good as yesterday, then we're going to have another absolutely thrilling day's racing. All sorts of thrills and spills yesterday. Great win in the Champion Hurdle for Hedgeman, and some great performances by some of the horses as well. And we had trainers galore winning yesterday as well. Look at that, there's the leading trainers table after day 1. John Morgan on the top with 4, Thunder Spark with 2, Joshua Sutherland, Leon Van Rensburg, Graham Clutterbuck and Paul Rhodes with 1 each. And the really interesting thing about that is that you've got 6 trainers there with a winner over the 10 races, and they're from 5 different countries, so a really international spread across the world. Starters orders 6, as you can see. Wales currently leading the way with 5 winners, Canada with 2, England with 1, South Africa with 1, and the Republic of Ireland with 1. That could all change after today, of course. We've got 10 more exciting races for you coming up, and Doug and myself had a look at the card and see if we can steer you in the direction of a few winners. Betway Queen Mother Champion Chase.
The track is firming up a little from the first day, so...
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be some stiff winds going to sort of dry it up a little bit, so might make it a bit more competitive, but I don't know whether it'll dry the ground up enough for anything to be able to beat Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife will cut his way through any sort of ground. Looks like a machine to me. You couldn't bet against that, could you, really?
Yeah, I'm with you here. I want to pick something else, but I think really you're only looking at... Well, Richie Gecko's been around the mark, but yeah, I'm going to stay with Mac the Knife as well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's some good horses in the race. It's not like they're all the rest of them are no good, but that one just looks really good.
Yeah.
And the name is Frank chases it home quite a bit as well. That's got a chance to come second. We'll have Mac the Knife, and the name is Frank. Will be a pretty good forecast, I think.
Yep, definitely. Let's go on to race 12 is the year of the National Hunt Chase. That's a 4-mile affair, so let's open right up. And what do you like in this one?
They're difficult, these long distance ones, because a lot of it depends on who sort of sets the pace and whether there is any and all that sort of stuff. And if you look down the form, there's not a great deal in there that immediately shouts at you and says, "Oh, look, the obvious winner." So this could be the real big outsider race, this one. If you were going to go for a form one, you'd have to go for Ramsey's, the second one down, really. So that's probably where I'd go. There's quite a few of them won't go. I think we'll have a few casualties in that race. We caught a few won't get round. But I'll go for Ramsey's.
I'm going to go for my... Sorry, you're going to go for...
I'm going to go for Ramsey's.
Ramsey's? Right. Yeah. I'm going to go for my horse, Heather Mix.
Yeah? There you go.
I had the third a few weeks ago, and it's my Grand National runner. Just that I think it's just going to get around the course, and that's all. Like, I don't think it'll be in the money, but it surprised me with that 3 starts ago, and I think this is a similar sort of race, so I go with my horse on this one.
We'll keep an eye on that then. That should be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Fred Winter Juvenile Handicap Hurdle, 2 miles. Is the next one.
And let's have a quick look here. The old hurdle form. This is a very open race, isn't it?
It is, and looking down the form now, there's nothing at all that's won in its last 4 starts, which is very surprising for a big race like this. It's a handicap though, this one, so it's not a grade 1, but it's still surprising that there's not many recent winners in there. I haven't got a clue.
I like Strict Charm, David Robinson in this one.
Yeah, it's probably got the best looking recent form, hasn't it? Playing partner's got the top weight, so you obviously have to think that's the best horse in the race. You don't get top weight for nothing. And but you look down the bottom there, you don't very often see Paul Rhodes' horse that far down the handicap, do you? Hey Nando.
Yeah, you're right.
So you have to be thinking that
sort of form you can't see it reversing it either. So
I think that'll be my outside tip in that one. Will be Hey Nando.
Yep, fair call. Definitely. Well, I'll stick with Strict Charm. Race 14 is the Weathersby's Champion Bumper, and I'll tell you right now, you can rule my horse out.
Well, they've run this race has been run about 6 times already this season, because every time we have a Champion Bumper, it's the same 6 horses in it every week.
My horse runs last on every one of them.
I have to commentate on this race every week, and it's every time it starts, it's the same horses, and I know exactly what's going to happen. And last week, when it was on, I made the foolish commentator's mistake of trying to predict what would happen. I told everybody, this is what's going to happen. Philip Vale will win, and then Rhymes will come chasing it at the end. And of course, it got boxed in, and Paul Rhodes has sacked his jockey again because he says it was his fault. So it's thrown it all up in the air, but I don't know now, because Juniper made one quite well last week, and quite often you get these big races like this, the one that's been winning all the time, when it comes to the big day, they flop. So I don't know. It's really, really thrown me. It's set up for Rhymes to win up that Cheltenham hill, really.
Yep. That's the smoky. I'm still going to go with Philippa Vale. I think last start was just one of those things, and it'll get back to its winning ways.
It should do. But we both agree that we're pretty certain that Donegal will come 7th.
If that runs in the first 3, that's on Cobalt. They've novelled it.
Yes.
It'll be all over the forums. It'll be in the steward's room. Trust me.
So you're going to stick with Philippa Vale then, and I'm going to take a real daft punt on Rhymes liking the hill and the stiff finish.
No, it's not a silly pick. I like it.
So the JLT Golden Miller Novices Chase Grade 1 again. This is a 2.5 mile on this one. This has got some good horses in, some good form in there. There's not a very big field though, but it should be a good race.
It's open race really. I think everyone's got a chance in this. So look, I'm going to. I haven't picked a Thunderspark horse yet, and I'm going to go with his Mafala.
Yeah, that won really well first time out, didn't it? Mafala, but was disappointing last time. It's difficult to know again, isn't it? The ground's not so much of a problem for on this particular day. So it's just keep getting drawn back to that Death Star. I think Death Star's the one for me.
Yep, fair call. Yeah, I'll stick with Mafala. I think Hollywood Hinton's horse I'm legal. That's I won at odds. Good value runner. I think I'm legal, but Mafala for me.
Right, well, it'll be a good race, that one anyway. Well, despite the small field, it's going to be a good one.
As race 16, this is the final, the Pertemps Network final handicap hurdle. So all these horses here have qualified for this race, and they're all worthy starters. And it's a 3 mile and it's a handicap. So what do you like here, Martin?
Well, the first thing I have to think about this race is all the qualifiers that we've had for it and everything. And look how small the field is. I was expecting this to be
a bit small, isn't it?
25 runners. I thought this would be, but it's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 runners. So that's a bit of a turn up. Exit potentially looks good. Imperium though last week looked really good. And I thought Imperium didn't Imperium win the big chase last week? So that should be running in the Gold Cup, I reckon. So I don't know what he's running in this for. So Leon van Rensburg must have someone else in the Gold Cup, because he did. He won that Bobby Joe chase last week on heavy going.
Yep.
So I don't know why that is in this race unless he thinks it's definitely going to win. So it's got to be a banker for him. So it's Leon van Rensburg again for me, Imperium.
I'm going to go for Joshua Sutherland's Exit Potentially.
Yep, that's definitely a good one as well. That's the only thing that puts me off that is that word firm in its going preference.
I think Borax will be the favourite, the top weight, but I think Exit Potentially will come in with a nice weight.
Yep, I don't think you're going to be far wrong with that one. So race 17 in the Ryanair Chase, and that's going to be a good one as well. This is 2 mile 5 furlongs. So
big race. Yep. This is look at the rating for Enter Sandman. Most his hurdle rating, but it's huge his hurdle rating, but his chase is still good.
Yeah, you see, I didn't think you could technically get a rating that high, but this is a chase, so if he's got a 170 rated hurdle, I think that must be a misprint, I think. Why is he running in a chase when it's running against Loving Around, which is unbeatable, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. This is a tough race to pick. Look, we're going to go Loving Around, John Morgan.
Got to go.
4 in a row.
Yeah, Loving Around, definitely.
We'll go 5 in a row.
Definitely going to win that.
Yep, I think we're unanimous there.
Yep.
Definitely. Okay, race 18. And here's another cracker of a race, the Ryanair World Hurdle Grade 1. It's a 3 mile or Group 1. And I don't think you're going to surprise me at all with this one.
I'm not, but I think he's trying to. I think John Morgan's playing. I think he's playing us along a bit here because he's not sure to run yet. The ground is a worry. I think he's just trying to push the odds out, I think, for that one.
Yeah, he's looking for odds.
That's gonna walk it. It's that's gonna be a really, really easy winner. I think it'll win well. There's some good horses in there, but I don't think anything can beat that.
Yeah, I'm just having a look now. Look, I reckon I'm going Rogers Princess and Illustrious for Paul Rhodes, and Morning Dip, Marty Cairns. They're the two horses that could really only make the upset, but I still don't think they'll beat Rogers Princess.
No, I don't think so. I think we're both agreed on that. We've got the Brown Advisory Stable Plate Handicap Chase next then. That's a bit of a mouthful. 2 mile 5 again.
Yep, let's have a look down here. This is pretty open affair. Sir Alfred Noble looks like a highest rated runner. The one last start, it's not the sort of horse I think is going to string two together. Let me just scroll back up. Look, I'm going to go for some odds here, and I'm going to go for Masked Carla for Stu Gray stable. Yeah,
that's not a bad call. That's been running well this season. I think we've got a Molliette Surfer one in this. I think Trey Coronas. I don't know why. I just like the look of that. He's one of the bottom weights. It's not done anything brilliant. He's chucked the jockey off a couple of times, but it's.
And it doesn't look like it doesn't not complete the course 2 times in a row. So
no,
that's a good pick, Trey Coronas.
It's a minimum stakes race, that one, I think. Well, it's Trey Coronas is an each way shout for me.
Yep, and each way for Marscala as well.
Yeah.
Let's go to race 20. That's the Trial House Stud Mares Novice Hurdle Grade 2. That's a 2 mile 1 furlong. And what do you think here?
Well, I always say never bet against a horse that's unbeaten, because they don't know what it's like to lose. And you got an unbeaten horse. You got John Morgan. Is he three on the day for him? Would that be? Is he loving around and Rogers Princess as well? So he's 3 unbeaten, one after the other. Boom, boom, boom. Just about. Limony looks interested, but yeah, you're going to go Far From Blonde. It's unbeaten. Doesn't know how to lose yet.
I'm going to go for Promising Ash and Brian Clutterbuck. Deserves a change of luck.
It does, and it's that's another one of the things I say. They've got too many rows of twos. Form people don't like rows of twos because that's a horse that doesn't go through with its challenge and doesn't like winning, you know. So it's probably going to be Far From Blonde first and Promising Ashan second, I would think. And the outsider in the pack, well, probably not an outsider, but the other one is Banterbury Maid. That's always there or thereabouts. That should run a good race as well. And of those, that's the only one of them that likes it really soft. So if the ground makes that much difference, it throws Banterbury Maid into the mix. But I'm not going to break one of my rules betting against an unbeaten.
Fair call.
So that's day 2 then. So let's get settled for another great day's racing from the Starters Orders 6 Online League Cheltenham Festival. Day 2. Here we go.